In today's Money Watch, we are talking about starting your own business. Seems like everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. More than 5 million new business applications are filed each year, according to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. 82% are operated by an individual. So if you are thinking about starting a business, we got you. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger is here with some tips. Jill, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so you say that when it comes to starting a business, you have to consider all these different things when you actually begin.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we want you to plan, right? You have some sort of game plan and lean on technology. A lot of people are seeing that AI is helping them out. A lot of these technologies are really going to bring you forward. And it's a funny thing because when you think about planning and technology, how about the next piece? Test. We were talking about this before we went on the air, but a side hustle while you still have a job with all of those nice benefits, it's great to test the concept without taking the plunge. We don't want you to give up all those valuable benefits without understanding, hey, what's my upside too?
Yeah, you talk about things that you're giving up. What might be some of those?
Well, I always think about health insurance because it's a bear to replace that.
That's true.
I think of things like payroll taxes. You work for yourself, you pay as an employee and employer. I think about retirement plans. You may think that, oh, a retirement plan, it's so easy, but what about that match?
Yeah.
And there are all sorts of benefits that sometimes get wrapped up that maybe you're not even using right now. Legal services, health insurance services, health savings accounts, all of these things are really valuable. So I'm not saying don't do it. I was a small business owner for 14 years. I run my own business right now. It is great to look at your upside, but let's understand what it is that we're giving up before we jump.
You mentioned health insurance. What are the options there?
So I think it's important to understand that health insurance, whatever you think you're paying, it's so expensive outside of your employer's plan. So if you can stick around and maybe instead of saying, I quit, really understand what your options are. There's COBRA, which you can basically pay through your employer. It's expensive. There is the marketplace. There are associations. And maybe if you're married or partnered with somebody who's got health insurance and you're using your plan, flip over to their plan.
You talk about structuring and how important it is to structure it the right way.
So when you think about structure, it seems esoteric. I'm talking about how are we reporting this on your taxes? Are you self-employed as a sole proprietor? That would just mean that whatever money you make flows through your tax return to whatever your individual return is. There's things called an S corporation. There's a limited liability company. All of these structures have different impacts on your tax and liability. However, what I would say is don't just do this online. Don't go to Claude or ChatGPT. Use an expert, a CPA, a CFP to help guide you through the business structure.
All right, Jill Schlesinger, we appreciate you.
Go
Thank
Knicks.
you so much. Go Knicks. That's big business.